demanding accountability. Tonight, we will hear from Battalion Chief Mike Yeun from the Orange County Fire Authority and Darwin Chan, Director of Environmental Health with the Orange County Healthcare Agency. Battalion Chief Yeun will lead off the remarks.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, City Manager, City staff, and the community. My name is Mike Yeun. I was Deputy Incident Commander for the Western incident, the chemical incident in Garden Grove. Just a quick recap on the events and OCFA's involvement. So at 3:22 on Thursday, May 21st, we received a call of a spill of a chemical at the facility. We responded in force. We responded eventually throughout the hours and into the wee mornings, over 20 apparatus to include fire engines, fire trucks, specialized units, such as our multiple hazardous materials teams. We had a drone up in the monitoring the conditions within an hour of the incident. We had aerial recon as well, and with our law enforcement partners throughout conducting evacuations. What we encountered on May 21st, as we might know as methacrylate, or we call it MMA, we discovered those in 3 tanks. 1 tank was compromised, the other 2 tanks were not. We immediately engaged in our incident priorities, and that is life safety, property conservation, and environmental, in that order. With what, as we gathered information and intelligence and the potential of the threat and the hazards to the community, we set up our evacuation zones appropriately. With the help of Garden Grove Police Department and going into Unified Command, we evacuated the community throughout the night and into the morning of May 22nd. At that time, we activated our Orange County All Hazard Incident Management Team, and they set up a base camp to maintain these priorities, which were still life safety, property, and the environment. Throughout the subsequent days and evenings, we went to defensive and offensive operations. What does that mean? Well, one of the first things we did was identify life safety issues and threats due to the BLEVE potential. BLEVE, we'll call it the explosion potential. I think that might be easier to understand, as well as as well as a potential of a catastrophic spill. So that played into the evacuation zones and the evacuation areas. Again, some of these defensive and offensive operations, including recon, getting the temperatures of the inside, the outside of the tanks. What is it? Tanker integrity? Are there any active leaks or any potential leaks? Some of the operations that we did at night was delayering and removing insulation, as well as the peeling, as well as trying to, I'm sorry, not trying, but we also put inhibitor into the 2 unaffected tanks to lower the volatility and stabilize it further. It was because of the efforts through all the Unified Command agencies. They were Garden Grove Police Department, the Orange County Sheriffs, Westminster Police Department, Cypress Police Department, and Anaheim Police Department. All were part of Unified Command because of the areas and the jurisdictions that are affected. On May 25th, we deemed it safe to reduce our evacuation zones, and that afternoon, early that evening, we were able to repopulate 65% of the people that were displaced. Less than 20, or about 24 hours later, at 7:30 on Tuesday, May 26th, we were able to mitigate all potential hazards and threats and be able to lift evacuations to the public 100%. We still maintained a hazard zone of 300 feet around the tanks, which affected just those 2 businesses in that area. Eventually, on May 29th at 0800, OCFA was pulled out of the Unified Command and handed this incident over to Orange County Health, South Coast AQMD, and the company. The most important thing I want to stress is that due to this whole entire incident, there were no injuries and no illnesses due to this incident. That was our number one goal, was life safety for the first responders and life safety for the community, and we were able to achieve that. So I'm proud to say that through the cooperative efforts of the public agencies, public service agencies, and our cooperators, we were successful in that matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Battalion Chief Yeun.